What's going on, people, and welcome back to another video on the channel. This is our first Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 video, and in this one we're going to be creating just a whole bunch of saviour snaps right from the very start, completely for free. Alright, so these potions here, called saviour snaps, are used to save the game in this game. So if you're out and about and you want to save, you have to consume one of those potions in order to do it. And outside, you can buy them from basically most of the vendors. But obviously at the very start of the game, you have no money. So that's a bit of an issue buying them. Now you can go and make some money and buy some, or you can also brew them. But you also probably will need to buy the ingredients to actually be able to brew them, which is another issue, because you have no money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a whole bunch of them. And I'm not just talking about one or two of them. I'm talking like literally like 10 of them, maybe more, right at the very start. In fact, definitely more, right at the very start of the game. Let's just put some clothes on so everyone stops moaning at me. There we go. Right, now in order to do this, what you do is, as you can see, we're in Troskovitz, and it's the very first time we've been here. So we've got, if we go to my inventory, I've got no gold, and I've just got the starting items that I had after like the little prologue-y bit. All right. However, during that little starting part, you will, if we look on our map, we've already been here. It's next to where the A objective is. You've got to find out what happened to Mutt, and that's as far as I'll say. I won't be saying any more than that. But next to that objective here is, there's an alchemy bench. You've already been here. We're just going to make our way back there. Okay. So you're just going to mark that on the thing, and we're going to make our way over there just to start with. There is an alchemy bench in Troskovitz, but you need the materials, and near that alchemy bench that I've just highlighted are a lot of materials that you can use. So that's what we're going to do. I'll skip quickly to when I get over there. I'm literally just going to run my way over there. Okay, people, so I'm arriving at this little hut here, which is where I've marked on the map. You will have already been here at this point. Once you've arrived at Troskovitz and the game like opens up properly, you will obviously have already been to this location then. The alchemy table is in there. Alright. So, we need two things in order to brew Saviour Schnapps potions. You will already know what those things are because you'll already have the recipe. So if I go down here and I have a look here, recipe for Saviour Schnapps. If I just press to learn that, it will add it to the recipe book. Alright, you will already have that at this point. You don't need to go out and get that. It's part of the story. You'll get given it. And as you can see, we need nettles and belladonna. Nettles are really easy to come by. Belladonna, at this stage in the game, not so much. There are places to get it, but I'm going to show you a really easy way of getting it. First of all, we're going to run up here. So, next to the hut, up the hill. And we're going to just collect a bunch of nettles. So if you just run into all the greenery up here, and just pick up a bunch of nettles. Like, pick up a good few of them, because I'm going to show you an area or a little spot where you can get just a bunch of belladonna in a second. So I'm just going to run through all the green bits, and there's more. Just pick up as many nettles as I can. That's literally all I'm doing here. This will also increase your survival skills slightly, just picking up a bunch of herbs. So like I say, you're just going through all the green areas, and you're just trying to find, like that, the little nettles. I mean, we all know what nettles look like. I don't need to explain that. Just pick up a whole bunch. There we go. You'll get like a random amount each time you pick them up. There's some more. Okay, how many have we got there? So if I go to materials, I've got 17 nettles. That's enough. You can keep going here and just clean out that whole area if you want to. Like, you know, you may as well. While you're there, get your survival skill up a little bit. But for the sake of the video, we're not going to continue that. Anyway, now that you've done that, what we're going to do is we are going to make our way back down. And now we need to go and get belladonna. Alright. Now, she has got some plants here, but she hasn't got what we need. All right. So what we're actually going to do, as you can see, I'm just showing you here that she doesn't have the plants we need there. So what we're going to do is we're actually go and get some belladonna. Now, come out of the hut and take the road to the right. You're going to see this tree trunk here. When you get to that, go right. All right. Now, up here where the belladonna is, there can be a bunch of like random things that happened. I've had wolves spawn here. I've had bandits spawn here. And obviously, it's the start of the game. You have no stuff, essentially. So you're just basically going to want to avoid whatever. If something does spawn up ahead, it normally spawns here. Okay, that's just a random person, I think. Normally spawns up here. Yeah, oh, so there's a messenger here. Hiya, mate. And it's right here that we need to be. Over here is this little basket in the nameless spring. If you open that basket, as you can see there, Herb Paris and 21 belladonna. So just take all of that. All right. There's no one else here. It doesn't make a difference. Just take it. And then make your way back to the hut. Okay, so just run back along the path. Like I say, if you do encounter bandits there, by the way, just go and hide in the trees or go back to the hut, press in the touchpad, and then you can just wait. You can just wait a few hours and then go back. Not too big of a deal. Yeah, but you know, get past the bandits or wolves. Sometimes it's wolves. If it is wolves, you might be able to fight them off with your hunter's sword that you've got. By just doing defensive and defending and then riposting, like perfect block, riposte, perfect block, riposte over and over again. But anyway, now that we've got what we need, we're going to make our way into this hut here. Okay, and we're going to start the alchemy. Alright, now it uses wine, and then obviously if we open up our inventory, we need belladonna and we need nettles. Alright, so let's confirm that. Now, I'll show you what it says in the recipe book. So in the recipe book, as you can see here, you need wine, a handful of nettles, and 2 handfuls of belladonna. You'll add the nettles to the cauldron and boil for 2 turns. Then you'll grind up the belladonna, and then add that to the cauldron and boil again for 1 turn. It's really easy. Alright, so we're going to start off by just pouring the wine into the cauldron. Alright, and then it is a handful of nettles. So if we grab the nettles and we put them in the cauldron, and then we're going to boil that for 2 turns. So there, we're going to turn on the bellows to start boiling, and once it's boiling, we're then going to turn over the sandglass and just leave it boiling. The woman tells you that you have to keep using the bellows. You don't. Literally just use them once and then you'll be absolutely fine. Just turn over the sandglass twice, and once the sand is fully run out twice, just take it off the boil. So move the cauldron back up. So there, I'm going to move the cauldron back up. What we need to do now is get 2 handfuls of belladonna and put them into the mortar. So here we go. In there, and then grind it up. Okay, once it's grinded, just whack it straight in the cauldron. And then we're going to put this back on the boil now for 1 turn. So put that back down, use the bellows again, and then turn over the sandglass. And just wait for that to run out, and then just take it back off the boil. So as soon as that sand runs out, take it off the boil, and now we can just pour it. So grab yourself a file from the side and pour it in from the cauldron. And that should give us, as we can see in just a second, the strong Saviour Schnapps. Now, the strength of your potion will depend on how good your timing is. If you copy it basically exactly what I just did, you'll get strong. If you don't boil for enough time, you'll get a weak Saviour Schnapps, which gives you less health benefits. If you boil it for too long, then you just get a Saviour Schnapps, which is like in the middle. But the right amount of time, and you'll get strong. And as you can see, we got 3 of them. All right. So I'm going to show you that just one more time, because obviously we've still got a whole bunch of ingredients. We've still got 19 belladonna, and obviously enough nettles. So I'm going to show you that one more time. So wine in the cauldron. Okay. Put in your nettles. Boil it for 2 turns. So down there. Bellows just once and it'll start boiling. Sandglass over. And then we're going to do that twice. Here we go. So that's 1. Turn it over again. As you can notice, I haven't used the bellows again. Even though in the little tutorial bit that she does, she tells you to use it again. Just going to take that off the boil. You just don't have to. I know that doesn't make sense at all, but that is how it works. So just, like I say, just press the bellows once, and then it'll just be on the boil until you take it off again. So we're going to grind up the 2 handfuls of belladonna now. Like you can see there, drop it straight in the cauldron. And then we're going to put that back on the boil for a single turn. And then remember to just take it off as soon as that sand runs out. So just keeping an eye on the sand. As soon as that runs out, take it back off the boil, and then we can pour it. Right. And then as you can see now, it'll just pop up again. Song, Saviour Schnapps, 3 of them. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to brew the rest with the ingredients that I've got. And then we'll have a look at the end of how many we've actually got. So, see you in a moment. Okay, people, so we are just adding in the belladonna for our final one here. So let's just add that in. And let's put it on the boil. Get that turned over. And yeah, this is our final one. So we'll have a little look in a second to see just how much we've actually, how many Saviour Schnapps we've actually made. Let's just pour this one out. Get the file there. Pour it out. Did I remember to grind that belladonna at the very start? I think I did. Yep, there we go. Strong Saviour Schnapps. And then as you can see now, we don't have enough belladonna now to do another one. So we can simply just leave the table. We've made all the Saviour Schnapps that we can at this point. So if I just have a little look now, go to my food and go down. As you can see, I've got 30 strong Saviour Schnapps and 1 weak one. That was one I had before. But as you can see, right at the start of the game, still got 0 gold. All the exact same. The map here, as you can see, if I come back out, we've literally just travelled from Troskowitz to the left to the hut. All the same objectives there. Our inventory is the exact same, just the stuff we had at the very start. So yeah, that is how you can make a whole bunch of Saviour Schnapps right at the start of the game, and that should have you set now for a little bit, as long as you're not just, you know, using them for every little tiny encounter. That should now have you set for a good portion of the game. Hopefully this video has helped. Make sure to tune in next time when we'll be doing a few more guides on this game. If there's anything in particular that you'd like to see about this game, leave it in the comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.